It's going to go just to the north side. So if you live on the north side of Salem, along Highway 133 or Highway 723, moving into Crittenden County, you need to be in your basement if you have one. Again, if you don't have a basement, we want to put as many walls between you and the outside as possible by getting into that center interior room, whether it be a bathroom, whether it be a closet, anything to protect you from flying debris. And this storm did produce a tornado that did cause damage just to the southwest side of Paducah. So this continues to track off to the northeast at about 60 miles per hour. We're going to back things out and track the circulation. And again, I'm going to have to back things out very far based on this storm movement. And I'm going to pan things down to the south to give you an idea of who may be under the gun and how fast. So as we put a cell track on this storm, and again, the tornado warning from Gallatin County, that's the storm near Black, Indiana. So this is our concern right here, moving off to the northeast at 60 miles per hour. And you can see Cave-in Rock at 10:11, Sturgis at 10:21, Morganville at 10:31. And you can see this is moving off to the northeast very, very rapidly. Something else I want to check is this is coming off the Evansville site, so it's a little farther away. I want to see what the rotation looks like in the mid-levels of the atmosphere. And yeah, it's a lot tighter and a lot stronger. So there it is right there. That's that possible tornado that is just to the west of Salem, and this is in Livingston County. And when we look at it on the Paducah radar, it's very broad, so there's probably some very strong gusty winds with little spin-ups trying to develop in there right in Livingston County. So let's get everybody caught up to date. I know a lot of people are watching what's going on. We've got a lot of activity. Again, if you were watching this last night, we said there was a window of opportunity between 8 o'clock in the morning and the lunch hour for severe weather, and boy, we are really getting it. Farmington, Cape Girardeau, Poplar Bluff, Piedmont, Van Buren, Mount Vernon, Marion, Perryville, your severe weather threat is pretty much over for today. However, you're going to see very strong gusty winds as we get through the afternoon hours. We're going to be mixing down some winds about 50 miles per hour to the surface in a few areas. So we can still see sporadic wind damage in this area, even with the sunshine. Our biggest concern right now, as you can see, tornado warning, tornado warning, tornado warning.
A spotter in that McCracken County storm saying that they see strong rotation now with that second storm now that's moving into that same mall area where 60 hits 24.
Yeah, that would be right there.
So there are eyes on that right now.
We do have eyes on that storm, and we're going to pan things up. So again, it's really close to the radar. But you know, the last time it's almost in the exact location, Laura and Brian. I mean, this is going right over that area that just got hit. Again, it's moving a little more north than east, because when we were tracking it earlier, where it was, if it was just moving northeast, it was coming right here. And yeah, it is moving right toward, so you say the mall is in this general area right here, 60 and 24. And so this is where they're seeing the rotation right now. We're seeing the possible tornado trying to develop, again, real close to the National Weather Service Doppler radar. And it is headed into the southwest side of Paducah, Kentucky, once again. So a very highly populated area. And so far, radar doesn't look like we're seeing anything on the ground. We don't have that bright purple. I would think if it was lofty stuff, we'd get that bright purple right there where the winds are.
If nothing else, with these training storms going over the same areas, there's got to be some flash flood issues going on too.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're going to be seeing some flash flooding concerns. Again, this is just to the west of the Lone Oak. You can see Highway 60 right here. This is the same exact area we were concerned with the last storm, and it's moving right towards the intersection of Highway 60 and 24. Paducah, go ahead and get your safe spot if you have one. Anywhere near Coleman Road, near 358, anywhere if you live close to Interstate 24 in McCracken County, especially if you live north of Lone Oak, along or close to Interstate 24. Get in your basement if you have one. And if you don't have a basement, again, we always say get to the lowest level of your home into that interior room to put as many walls between you and the outside. And I think this tornado warning, this was for this storm. We haven't had an update on this new storm that has developed. I'll switch to the wind speeds. And again, we're not really seeing anything in here, and I don't see that. We did get a little tight couplet when we had that tornado on the ground just to the east of the radar with the last storm. We're not seeing that right now, so hopefully this one is still just staying aloft. Any more reports from the Paducah area?
Not right now, no.
Yeah. That whole line is beginning to develop into just a solid line, which sometimes is a good sign.
Yeah, and we'll watch that because if it does line out, that'd be great news. But there's still significant mileage between each updraft. We got this storm, then a third storm. It would be great if they would do what we call line out, and then we would just have a gusty wind threat. The tornado threat would go away. But we were really concerned about a new development with this storm right here, and so far the radar is not all that impressive from the Paducah, Kentucky radar site. I'm going to shift sites so we can see what it looks like from the Evansville, Indiana radar site. And we're going to kind of go down a little bit farther. So here we go, and now I'm going to look at the winds inside that storm, see if there's still significant rotation. It's still there, but it's broad. It's not as tight as it was headed towards the Elizabethtown. So we have two storms that have possibilities of tornadoes with them right now moving through the heartland. This storm, this tornado warning storm, that is for this storm right here that is just to the north of Evansville, Indiana. We have this storm right here that is moving into Crittenden County right now in southern Hardin County, where there is some weak rotation. It's not quite as strong as it was just a couple minutes ago, but this is the storm that caused damage near the Paducah area. We had a third storm right here moving into Paducah right now, going over the same area that first storm hit. And then we have another storm down to the south, but this one is weaker. This tornado warning for parts of Ballard and Carlisle County and northwestern Gray County is for that storm that is moving into Paducah right now. So this tornado warning will likely be dropped here shortly. Again, these storms are moving so fast that the Weather Service sometimes doesn't have time to trim them. They're paying attention to the actual storm itself and not worrying about trimming the warnings, trying to save lives as we're tracking the storm, especially when it's right in their neck of the woods,
yeah,
when they're having to take shelter.
Haven't seen any new damage reports, and again, that's a good sign, I think.
Very good sign. And this storm right here, this is where the possible tornado is, moving across Highway 305.
Sorry, Grant, to interrupt you, but a spotter reporting a possible funnel cloud. He says he's not quite sure. There is rotation still in those clouds, and that's, again, by the Kentucky Oaks Mall, which is just north and east of where 60 and 24, or excuse me, north and west of where 60 and 24.
Right. And it looks like they just updated the tornado warning as well. Looks like we have a couplet that is developing right here over 305, right where this hook is. So a new tornado warning has just been issued for this storm. You can see it just popped up right here. We can get the information from it.
Very close to Brookport.
Yeah, moving right into the Brookport area. Here it is, tornado warning until 10:15 for this continuation of this storm as it continues to move over basically the same path as the last storm. You can see there's lots of boxes here. This box right here will go away shortly, as will this one more than likely. But it's this one we're concerned with, and this one that we're concerned with is headed towards Crittenden County. But right now we've got a possible tornado near Highway 305 on the north side of Paducah, about to cross the Ohio River into southern Massac County as we speak. And again, we don't have any reports of damage right now with this second storm, but we did have reports of damage with the first storm, and it's right here. I know it doesn't look like much. These storms are not all that big, but in today's environment, it does not take much to cause significant issues like we have seen with the previous storm that moved through the area. This is moving right across Highway 45 into Massac County. Again, a possible tornado on radar moving into Massac County. And earlier we did have a tornado that did cause damage near the Paducah area, and we'll take a look at that storm as well. So if you're in these warnings, you definitely need to be taking shelter in your safe spot. You can turn that TV up real loud. We'll continue to keep you informed. You can be in your closet. You can be in your basement. If you have to go away from the TV, you can just turn that volume up and you'll be able to hear us. Here's that possible tornado right now about to cross into far northern Crittenden County, out of Livingston County, moving towards the Elizabethtown area. This is it right here, and it's racing off to the northeast at 60 miles per hour. So extreme eastern Hardin County, you're going to be under the gun as well, as this storm will race off to the east just on the west side of the Ohio River in Hardin County. We're going to see this possible tornado move into your area within about 5 minutes. Again, I just have to back the radar up too far to do a lot of tracking with it. I'd rather just show you where the possible danger is and where it's going over the next 5 to 10 minutes so you can be prepared. Possible radar-indicated tornado just to the south of Elizabethtown here. This is headed towards Cave in Rock. Again, right